Hello, YouTube / law students / curious people. So yesterday I did a video. I'm trying to catch up. I did a video on basically things to be aware of and do before your first year ends. Now I'm going to do a video. I'm going a little out of sync here. Things to be aware of in your second year. So I'm going to start with some electives to help in internships. If you are thinking about doing an internship, you need to try to find out what those internships are. For full-time students, they try to go every summer and do an internship or do some kind of legal work. Great for them. That helps them when they get out there. But for part-time students, we don't have time for that. We can't. Our jobs won't let us off and do it. So we can only do it once the entire time we're in law school, and that one time our jobs might want to fire us for it, so we got to make it count. So yesterday I showed you the little thing that I have for prepping for all the semesters that you're going to go to school, that thing. So make sure you know what your prerequisites to your internships are. Like your school, there's certain internships, there's classes that go along with that internship. Make sure you know what the classes are or what kind of rule you need in order to get that internship. Because it will be horrible if you got an internship and you got up to the day and then found out that you were missing some items. So that's important. Also, there are basically there are different things that you might need to get done or might be in your best interest. I'm going to say, for example, so at the end of your 2L year, you should have taken, or maybe not even, this is within your 2L year. You need to be preparing these things. So you should have taken the MPRE, the professional responsibility exam. You should have taken that part of the bar. Yes, you can take it later, but why? In your second year, you should have taken that course. So it's either called ethics or professional responsibility, whatever. So you should probably just go ahead and get that out of the way because it's still fresh. And then all you have to do is do a little bit of extra studying for, the actual exam. And boom, get it out of the way, and it's done. I will tell you that you go through, you have to have your NCBLE number, whatever that is. I think it's National Conference of Law Board Examiner or something like that. You also need to pay $80. I hope it's not more expensive than that in other states, but that's what I had to pay. I'm thinking that they're all the same, but who knows. So you have to pay for it. There is a deadline, so might want to check into that. Your school's resource room or career resources, services, they should have it. Also, it's given 3 times a year. I think November, August, which is, I just took it, and March, I want to say. So make sure if you take it in the spring, then take the exam in August. If you take it in the fall, take the exam in March. You don't want too many semesters to go by, too many months to go by without you at least taking it once. Also, try to avoid taking it in like November when you're also going to be focused on your finals. That would be a smart thing to do. So that's one thing. Make sure you take the professional rule exam just because it makes sense and it gets that portion out of the way. The other thing that I wanted to mention besides the electives for the internships is future jobs. So different classes might be beneficial for future jobs. For part-time students, we already have a job. It's a little difficult for us thinking about a future job as hard as some of the full-time students do, mainly because I have to get what I get. I can't really focus on as much as I want to. I cannot focus on what kind of courses will be good for me now, or what kind of courses I want to take, what I prefer to take, because I pretty much have to find a schedule that fits in between 6 and 10 and just go with it. But that is something to look at. You might want to look at what your future job will entail, what kind of courses would be good for it. They're typical. Guardian ad litem. Guardian ad litem. So that thing is very useful, even if it's not, extremely useful for what you're going into. It'll give you some kind of legal opportunities because you can go to people and say, I'm a guardian ad litem. Can I provide some services here or things like that? And you can get to know lawyers and help them out and meet with them, especially those that, have meeting with parents at night who need them, who need someone to watch over their kid while they're meeting, different things like that. So look that up because that is helpful to get. Also, the Rule 13, for example, that's a rule. I don't know what it is in your state, but that's a rule that basically allows you to work alongside a supervisor, a person that actually is a lawyer, even though you're in law school. You want to get that because I talked to a few people. I went to a bar and solo small firm conference this summer, and I talked to a few people who were like, that's really important. It's really marketable for law students because then we can actually use you for a little bit more. We can let you go to the courtroom and, different things that they can allow you to do. Whereas if you don't have it, you might not be as useful as somebody else that does. So think about, it may not be Rule 13, but find the rule in your state and get that done. I'm not able to get that until I have so many credit hours, and right now I don't have those because all of my summer grades aren't in, so my credit hours aren't all together. Excuse me, but I'm getting that this fall and in time for an internship next summer. Next summer, an internship is important for me because I graduate that December. Get an internship. The closer you get an internship to graduating, the better you can say, hey, I just got one more semester when I leave here. If you do a great job, can I come back? Or that kind of stuff. So be aware of that. So that's pretty much it. Electives for your internship and just random electives and good courses to take for jobs. Guardian ad litem. Rule 13 and the professional responsibility exam to get it over with. You'll be able to pick a testing site and go to and take the exam. It's 2 hours, but you are able to leave if you finish within the first hour and 45 minutes. If you're still there and there's 15 minutes left, you have to stay. Not a big deal, but that's important for some people to know. So one thing I want to say, if you signed up for Barbary, I did mention this yesterday, but as a 1L, sign up for Barbary, Themis, Kaplan, a study place or, company, because a lot of them are transferable. So I signed up for Barbary, but Barbary, if I get into Kaplan might accept Barbary's, whatever I had to pay. I had to pay an initial fee. You can pay on it along the way. So sign up for it and pay that initial $200 or $250, whatever it is, because you lock in your rate. And these things, they increase. The rate increases every semester or every year. So when you sign up, you lock in your rate and you get the benefits of having huge but helpful books. I was able to get a book for the professional responsibility exam, and also, I'm trying to pick it up. So that first year law book. So it's thick, but I also got a first year outlines book. I did not use it, but because it's huge. But I'm just saying, if you're one of those people that want to get as many resources as possible and get them for free, do it in your first year because you lock in the rate and you can make payments along the way until it's time to actually, when you graduate, then I think you got 2 months to pay for it after you graduate. Or it might be 2 months before. I'm not really specific on that, but still, it's important to get that out of the way. So 2L prepping. Basically, this is what I did within my second year. This is what I'm preparing for, And the next video will probably be a little bit about my first semester of my second year, and then probably one about supplies, note taking, what I did my second year then versus now, because I changed a lot of stuff up and I learned a lot. And I'm still learning, and it's my third year. So stay tuned for those videos. Thank you for watching. And as always, let me know if you have any questions. If I need to explain something in further detail and go step by step, I can do as much as I can. But I won't know unless you leave me a comment down there. Thanks. Bye.